July the 22nd, Bill Nixon told us a funny tale today, not quite as outrageous as some of his stories. He said 4 fellows were out playing golf and they were thwarted by the slowness of the men playing just ahead of them, who seemed to take forever to make every play and to find their balls. After urging them on several times, the foursome finally went back to the clubhouse and complained. "Gentlemen," said the pro, "you mustn't fuss at those fellows, they're blind." 3 of the 4 felt chagrined about having been impatient with the blind players and wanted to make amends. Al said, "I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pay their green fees." Henry said, "I'll pay for their cart rentals." Joe said, "I'll buy each of them a drink. How about you, Fred? Are you going to do something for those poor blind guys?" "Nope, not me," said Fred. "I'm not going to give them a thing. They could have played last night." Later, ruminating, most of the people here at Fair Acres are good company, like Bill, who has a knack for making us smile, but not all are as sharp as he is. There are few who need to make use, before launching into a soliloquy, of that valuable inquiry. Have I told you this before? We might call that inquiry the 6 blessed words. Better still, the life-saving question. It allows the listener to nod his head politely and ward off having his head nod involuntarily later in sleepy boredom. July the 25th. Emily just got back from visiting her sister Ella in Mississippi. While she was there, they learned that a very elderly aunt named Maria was talking about moving in with Ella. She groaned at the thought of the responsibility, but her young said, generously and blithely, "Oh, don't worry so much, Mama. Aunt Maria's low maintenance. I think I might like that young man." We accused Emily of bringing back some especially hot Mississippi-style summer weather. It has been sweltering, and we are all grateful for the modern invention of air conditioning. Julia made us laugh today, remembering aloud something her mother had told her. Julia's mother, Helen, came from a very small southern town where a big occasion every summer was a protracted meeting, a week of religious services held in a tent in the hottest week in July in Mississippi. Helen said her sister Ruth was trying to iron something to wear to the protracted meeting, and perspiration was dripping from her forehead onto the ironing board. Finally, she pulled the dress off the board in frustration and said, "I'll tell you something, it's just too hot to protract." The new swimming pool, we all agree, will be most welcome this time of the year. I must ask Paul when it is scheduled to be finished. Chapter 2. How was that?